Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Thursday morning. It's Stephen Whiteside here from the uptrend.com. In the pre-market this morning, stock index futures are mixed, while crude oil, Bitcoin, and gold are all trading lower in the pre-market on Thursday morning. Well, yesterday was the Fed day. We did get some volatility, but nothing major happened. So that's good. Earnings season is still going on. Yesterday we had earnings from Alphabet, and it is trading higher in the pre-market this morning, above our projected trading range. Then you've got Meta, and Meta is trading down sharply in the pre-market. These numbers, of course, are going to change by the time you see this video, so it just doesn't look good for Meta at the moment. And then looking at Microsoft traded up to the highs from back in late July. We were trying to get to 562.50, but that previous high held us in check. And here we are trading lower in the pre-market on Thursday morning. Today we get earnings out from Alphabet and Amazon. Both of those stocks could help change the direction of the market. Now, I've always said that good things happen to good stocks, bad things happen to bad stocks. Right now, the market is trading up into the right-hand corner of the screen. And so the rest of the stocks you're following should be looking very similar to this. If they're not, then you probably need to change the stocks that you're following. Now, that's what the NASDAQ looks like. That's what Google looks like. That's what Barrick looks like. And Barrick has pulled back a bit, but you can see that we still haven't got down to the flypaper channel. We're still trading above it. So as long as it's trading in the flypaper channel or above it, it's a stock worth following. Now, at the other end, you've got a stock like Procter & Gamble, which has made a series of lower highs and lower lows and is still stuck trying to break out above the flypaper channel. And then you've got a stock like Visa, and Visa has traded below the flypaper channel, come back in, and is still just treading water here. So not a stock worth watching at this time. Now, when you look at a chart like this and you see a stock making a series of lower highs and lower lows at the same time that the stock market is trading up into the right-hand corner of the screen, you really don't want to have anything to do with this stock. The stock market is telling you collectively what it thinks of this particular company. And so then when you find out that it dropped 44% and change in one day, that shouldn't be surprising. That's the type of stock that's going to do that, is a stock that it's basically an orphan right now because the rest of the market is trading up into the right-hand corner of the screen. Now, there will be a time in which the market looks like this. There will be a time in which all the stocks in a particular sector look like this. And then how do you know which one to follow? Well, the first one to move is usually the one the market wants. And as time passes, you'll see as the market starts to rise, the stocks the market wants the most will move first, and the stocks that the market wants the least will move last. And so right now, we're in a situation where everything is up in the top right-hand corner of the screen, and there are not a lot of stocks that look like this. And if you're seeing any of them, they are the stocks to avoid. Looking at a stock we haven't talked about in a while, but I was asked about it yesterday, is Donald Trump's stock. And you can just tell how the market feels about this stock by just looking at the flypaper channel and seeing that we're trying to hold support from the lows back in March of this year. And if those lows don't hold, of course, then we're looking for lower lows. But for the last 6 months, we've been making a series of lower highs and lower lows. Looking at the VIX, or the Fear Index, it moved up yesterday, still closing below the lower channel line, so no change there. The VIX has gone from being overbought to being oversold, but it can remain oversold for quite a while in a bull market. And so we'll just keep an eye on the VIX and see if options traders get spooked again. Look at the major index ETFs. We've got the iShares for the TSX 60 trading down, closing just above the lower channel line there. The big winner yesterday was Canadian Natural Resources. The big loser was Constellation Software. Constellation Software started to break down below the flypaper channel back in August. And of course, compare that to Shopify or some of the other tech stocks at the moment, and you can see that the market has given up on Constellation Software. Looking at the Vanguard Canada ETF, again, we're sitting right on the edge of a new daily sell signal. The big winner was New Gold, traded right back up to the previous high and reversed. It is still closing higher on the day and is back on a buy signal, not something I would take at the moment. Then Perpetua is still on a sell signal here, no change there. Then looking at the Dow made a new high yesterday before pulling back and closing slightly lower on the day. The big winner of the day was Caterpillar, and Caterpillar hit our next price target, so congratulations. You got to lock in some profits there. Then the big loser on the Dow on Wednesday was Boeing. It's back on a sell signal, sitting right on the edge of the flypaper channel. Then looking at the S&P 500, we're up at our next price target. So cha-ching, you got to lock in some profits there. The big winner was Teradyne, and if you had an order in at 162.50, it would have got filled at the open up there at 170 and change. So congratulations. The big loser of the day, we talked about this one, FI. It dropped over 40% on Wednesday. Then looking at the NASDAQ 100, there's a new high, and we actually closed higher on the day. The big winner was American Electric Power. The big loser of the day was Verisk. And of course, it has been trading below the flypaper channel from back in July of this year. And so to see it drop 10%, not a big surprise. Okay, folks, that is all for this morning's presentation. So far, it looks fairly quiet out there in the pre-market this morning. Have a great day. Next time you'll hear my voice is on Friday morning.
Thanks for tuning in until the very end of today's stock market timing educational video. If you found the content valuable, don't forget to express your support by hitting the like button, leave a comment, sharing with your friends, and subscribing to our channel for more insightful updates. Remember, in the world of stocks, timing is crucial, and following the trend can be your greatest ally. If you would like more information on how we can help you better time the stock market, please visit theuptrend.com.